Hey guys, so here we are in December already. I'm going to be closing down in a few days for much needed, much deserved rest. So I just thought I'd take a few minutes just to go over what's happened in this year in the industry of rocks, gems, minerals, crystals, and that kind of thing as a whole, and my company in specific, which obviously I'm a lot more qualified to speak on. But yeah, it's been quite a weird year. I speak to a lot of people in different aspects of the industry, everybody in wholesale, retail, uh, yeah, the high-end gems guys, the miners, the cutters, polishers, manufacturers, yeah, people who just sell a few crystals as a side hustle. And everybody's reporting that this year has been a very tough year. Um, Most people I speak to are reporting a downturn of something like 30 to 40% on last year. Personally, I'm down about 30% on last year. Uh, it's not a train smash. Yeah, it is sustainable, but it's just a lot harder. It's just been that year. Uh, it is what it is. I would say it's probably been due to a couple of factors. Uh, Specifically to me, we've been here in South Africa. We've got a thing called load shedding, which means rolling blackouts. Which is why I'm here on a Sunday afternoon recording because I've got power out this afternoon and might go out again. We generally have 2, 4, sometimes even 8 hours a day of no power, and that's really hurt a lot of companies, especially the guys who do the cutting and polishing, that kind of thing, who rely on their machinery. Um, that's not affecting everybody in the world, but worldwide, it's no secret the world economy is in a mess. So it's just there are fewer people buying at every possible level. Everything from the miners are struggling to sell. Uh, the high-end dealers are struggling to sell. The guys in the middle, like me, we're all struggling. It is what it is. It will turn around at some point. I don't know when. So what we're going to do is just keep grinding. Uh, it's just it is what it is. The war in Ukraine has done a number on all of us. I don't know how it works. I mean, I'm not an economist, but something goes on in Ukraine, and now the fuel price goes up, and that pushes the price of everything else up. Shipping has become an issue. And I use FedEx and I use DHL, so I calculate according to my rate sheets with both of them. I calculate shipping, and then there's a fuel surcharge that gets added, which is normally around about 5 to 10%, but over the past couple of weeks, it's been up over 40%. So that's nothing I can do about that. And well, it's down now. Well, today is Sunday, and tomorrow I'll find out what the rates for next week are. But this week was around 21%, so a lot better. And I am getting the new rates on the 1st of January. That's when they all put their prices up. But again, that's all due to the international fuel cost, and that's affecting everybody in the industry, whether you're importing from me here in South Africa or from China or India or whatever. The cost of shipping entire container loads is up. It's just up across the board, and hopefully that will normalize sometime soon. And also, we're still suffering the COVID hangover. It seems strange, even now, sometimes I go to the shops and I've got to get my mask and I forget, oh no, that's over. But COVID really did messed up a lot of things. I mean, last year I didn't go to Tucson because there's a travel ban on. I did have some ladies looking after my booth for me, but I did get screwed over by FedEx. Uh, they managed to get my rocks there on the second to last day before the show closed, so they had a day and a half. Luckily, they did reasonably well for that short amount of time, and luckily I had at least half of my stuff left over still in storage there, because this year uh, that was insane. FedEx cocked up again incredibly. They quoted me one amount to ship my stuff over, and then they charged me a much higher amount, and they also charged me double that to ship it all back because they cocked up the customs. So there I was. I paid for the flight to Tucson. I paid for the booth stall, the booth fees, and car hire and all that. Sitting there without anything to sell. Luckily, I did have some from the year before, but not enough. So yeah, financially, I took a massive hit there this year, thanks to FedEx. They did eventually come around and say, look, sorry about that, and we won't charge you the full amount. We'll give you a 60% discount and allow you to pay that off. So yeah, I'm still paying that off. Took a massive hit there. Uh, oh, it didn't even end there because then because they gave me this discount and there was unallocated funds in my account, they sent me an email saying, how would you like me to allocate, or how would you like us to allocate these funds? And I decided, well, that's great. I'll just use whatever's built up there to pay off any new orders that come in, and that'll allow me to build up the bank account again. Uh, they automatically went and allocated those funds to this new debt that I've got with them, which is a load of bullshit, but it is what it is. So while I was fighting this, I didn't keep paying my FedEx account. So when they eventually told me, no, they can't allocate to the new orders, they only have to put to that one, I was in for another huge amount, massive bill, tax bills. I got a huge tax bill, partly my fault. I did buy a house a couple of years ago, and I don't take a salary, so I had to put down a number. So I put down the company numbers rather than my personal numbers, not realizing that the tax man and the banks are that closely entwined. So I got hit with a crippling tax bill. My accountant did manage to get that down, and I am paying that off as well. That means another big monthly chunk I have to pay up. It's been a rough year. I did get screwed over. My credit card got hacked. Um, uh, Managed to get that turned around. I got totally ripped off by a border official in Namibia. He was supposedly helping me get a work permit because just a year or two ago, I was stopped at the border and turned around because I'm there too often. They decided I'm working, not buying, so I need a work permit to get back into Namibia. And a border official, Conrad Marcus is his name, and I am laying charges, Mr. Marcus, if you're watching this. So he was helping me get a work permit so I could get back into Namibia. And it turns out it was just a big con, massive ripoff. He never even applied, and that's a huge amount of money I'd sent over. It was always, this is the last payment, this is the last payment, this is the last payment. And eventually I just stuck my heels in and refused to send any more money. I had friends of mine over there look into it, and it turns out he hadn't even applied. So there isn't even an application in, so I'm back to square one on that. But yeah, I'm off the rail. Yeah, COVID did cause a lot of issues for everybody in the rock and gem and mineral business. With the travel bans and the international shows not happening. I mean, a lot of the traditional big players got a big hit due to COVID. These guys are at Tucson, Denver, the big shows. They got their own tents, huge circus-sized tents, millions of dollars worth of stock. And with the show being cancelled, they obviously didn't do any sales. I almost didn't do Tucson this year because it's right at the last minute they lifted the travel ban so I could get over. And all the traditional guys, the brick and mortar guys, really struggled. Online was different. Really, when COVID hit, people who were selling online did really well because people couldn't get out in real life. And straight. A lot of new players came into the industry. A lot of small guys just selling on Facebook Live groups, that kind of thing. A lot of new people came in, but since now COVID is not an issue anymore, a lot of them came and went. A lot of the new guys really took to it well, and when the online industry now is dipping, a lot of them have decided it's a good idea to actually go increase their education, learn more about the business, to get more involved. We're all learning more new platforms and different things to do. It's just COVID really turned everything on its head. I suppose I don't need to remind anybody how crap that was, but it seems to be evening out. Looking forward personally this year, or next year should I say, I am going to be hitting Tucson big. I've already shipped my stuff. According to the online tracking, it's in Tucson already. So it's at the FedEx Tucson hub. So hopefully my stuff will be there tomorrow, the day after. Let's hope, fingers crossed. But I did ship it there early in case there are any issues. Like the last 2 years, I've got time to sort it out. I can't even tell you what I've sent over because this is stuff that I sent over that got sent back and now sent back to America again. So I do know there's a lot of really good lavender spirit quartz. I do remember putting that in. I can't remember what else. So it's going to be fun for me as well, figuring what I've got when I'm there. But I did double down. I have got double the space. I have got, I've sent over more than half a metric ton of stuff over there. I figure I have done the proof of concept because I'm vending at the Roper River show, which is a little show. Doesn't get the most traffic, but it's right in between the Red Lion and the Ramada, which are two bigger shows. So there is a lot of crossing traffic. But any foot traffic I get is bonus because what I've proved to myself is that I can bring my own audience just with my online presence. So I know a lot of people are going to come, especially to see me. And so by vending at one of these smaller shows, it keeps the costs down. And if I'm paying less there, I can obviously offer better prices. So it's a win-win. A little mom and pop show, the Roper River in between the Red Lion and the Ramada. I forget what the shows are called, but yeah, it's on YouTube. I mean, on Google. So that's the plan for the year. Hopefully, if Tucson is enough success, I'm going to be doing a lot more of a lot more international shows. I'm looking specifically at doing Denver, the San Marie show in France, maybe one of the German ones, yeah, either Munich or Hamburg, and maybe Quartzsite. It all depends. We're going to figure it out as we go. It's an ongoing process. Online, if you guys know me, you already know I do the live streams. I multicast on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and a couple of other places. I am looking at in this year going on to adding Instagram as a platform. That is proving to be a little bit more problematic, and I'm also going to want to add TikTok, which is something I have experimented with. If you're selling online, TikTok is, yeah, it's an exploding platform at the moment. And if you're not utilizing it, you're leaving money on the table. So we'll be adding TikTok to my live streaming destinations. But it is proving to be a little bit problematic trying to get things like stream keys, and I have to do more live, and then they'll allow me this. But that's going forward. That's what I'm looking forward, looking to do in the new year. So expect more live stream platforms, more international gem and mineral shows, and yeah, that's the plan for the year. I did lose a staff member a week ago, so I will be hiring somebody new. That's a completely different story, but yeah, some people just think they're worth more than what they actually are. And as I mentioned, I've taken some massive financial hits this year, and I can only afford to pay so much, especially for a junior position for a younger guy. So we parted ways. So there will definitely be a new staff member coming on board soon, and I will hopefully be getting into Namibia sometime in the new year. Got to get my work permit sorted out. That was a real pain in the backside, but I'll definitely be doing more Zambia trips, Orange River, the Spirit Quartz mines, Botswana. So there will be a lot of that stuff coming. A lot more Congo stuff as well. I've stopped buying for the year, so the Congolese guys are very long in the lip at the moment because they were expecting a nice big Christmas bonus out of me. But yeah, I'm slowing down for the year. We are in new premises. So that is helping stuff a lot because previously my office was my bedroom. So I'd wake up in the morning, start working, and then just go right through until too tired to carry on, fall down in bed, and then get up again the next day. Now I've actually got new premises. Pretty cool. I can separate my home life from my work life, and that's been really good mental health wise and just comfort wise. So we do expect to grow in the new premises. Maybe I'll even get a bigger premises sometime soon. But that's for the future. So yeah, in summary, this year, 2022 or 2022, should I say, has been a rough year for everybody. Pretty much everybody I've spoken to has had a rough year. Most of us have survived it. I do know a couple of the smaller players who gave up, fell away. But I do know a lot of other guys who just double down, put their shoulder to the wheel, push forward, and as soon as the world economic situation turns, we'll be there. We'll be there. I mean, I'm not going to go back into the corporate world. I've done that. I'm never going to do that again. Man, I'm going to double down and redouble down in the rocks business because it's my passion. It's what I enjoy, and I couldn't be bothered, with that hour and a half in traffic on the way to work, an hour and a half on the way back, and you're always exhausted. And I hate the corporate world. I'm a rock hound. I'm going to sell rocks for the rest of my life. Uh, yeah, so thanks guys for watching. As I said, we do expect a lot of new things in the new year. Uh, 2022 was rough, but chin up, balls to the wall, shoulder to the wheel, push on into 2023, and things have got to turn around soon. And good luck, everybody, and hope 2023 goes a lot better for you as well.